Hi everybody, I'm your anime pal Jonathan, and today we're watching episode 1 of Vampire in the Garden. So I was just browsing through Netflix to look for another show to watch, and this came up in my feed and it looked interesting and I wanted to give it a try. So hopefully it'll be cool and we'll have a good time with it. Without further ado, let's get on with the show. So already there's a very interesting scene of the ocean and some icebergs. Some dancing? Okay, so this is definitely going to be pretty dark. Well, that was a pretty dark memory. So far, this is really beautiful. Okay, so it's fairly modern times. Maybe this is set in the far-flung future and just has ruins of modern times. It's like a werewolf vampire. Action is pretty good. Even though it's fantasy, I feel like it's got a bit more of a grounded take on the vampire genre. So it looks like vampires can turn people in this show. Wow, merciless. I really like the sound design. You can hear all the creaking and cracking and whatnot. Very atmospheric. This show is going to kill me. Having these little kids be vampires. And you know they're going to have to take them out, right? Wow. Well, this show is pretty darn dark. It's like a stingray vampire. Kill or be killed, I guess. Yeah, they really put in a lot of effort into this, I can tell. Fantastic animation and art design. Okay, so when they're not shooting vampires, apparently they're working in factories too. Multi-talented. So those two girls are apparently best friends. I'm imagining something's going to happen to the best friend eventually, and that's going to lead to further story progression. Hopefully I'm wrong, though. Okay, so it looks like our lead is Momo. She's good with her hands, but a little soft-hearted. I don't mind that, though, in my main characters. I wonder who the production team on this show is. Because it's pretty well made, pretty well done, I should say. Apparently she's also the daughter of somebody important, and I feel like I just missed that. Okay. So I'm guessing she's gonna make a friendship with a vampire. That's my impression anyway. So maybe she's sick? Which is weird for a vampire. So apparently humans are called the worms. Oh, so I think this is the character we saw in the beginning of the episode. Fine. So I guess that's her name. So yeah, Momo and Fine, I'm thinking there are two leads. We're gonna see how their relationship pans out in this story. Okay. So it looks like they're gonna storm this warehouse. And I wonder what they're gonna find. I wonder if that means she got the music box working. Oh. It's enough to bring her to the brink like that. Okay. Okay. That definitely could have been handled a bit better. I mean, I know it seemed as though she was kind of tired or unsatisfied with her life, but it seems almost as if she really wants to run away, and I don't know what exactly brought her to that point. I don't feel like that one altercation with her mom would have been sufficient, you know? That river is pretty cool. That contrast of color with the snow. It's beautiful. Maybe they'll be the bridge between humans and vampires in the show. I'm pretty sure they will be. Yeah, she's gonna die. Pretty sure that Mirena character is gonna die somehow. Ooh, what's in that water? Yep, I knew it. She's gonna die. Oh, wow. I mean, at least she tried. She tried to save her, but you can't beat anime law. If you're someone's best friend or their mom, you're probably gonna die. This one definitely has a soft spot for humans. These things just hell bent on taking care out. And now the choice comes. Stay here or explore a new world with the vampire. Okay. Who are these guys? That was my first time watching episode 1 of Vampire in the Garden. I honestly had no idea what to expect, aside from the whole typical horror, suspense, thriller aspect associated with vampire stories. I knew it was going to be fantastic because, you know, anime, yeah, it has to be fantastical, and that's what I love about the genre. Or about the format, I should say. But yeah, I was really blown away by the art, the special effects, the sound effects, the music is amazing too. It's just very well done. Surprisingly, I wasn't hit as emotionally as I thought I'd be. There's, you know, a lot of death. Seems to be that there's going to be a lot of heavy themes in the show. But I don't know, maybe, I mean, there's not any slight against the actors or anything. It was all well done. Everything about it, I think, was very well done. But it hasn't quite captured my heart like I thought it would. But there were some parts that kind of got me, especially the scene with the young vampire in the beginning. I wasn't expecting that. I should have been. I mean, that's kind of an anime trope at this point by now, right? Seeing that, even though she was a vampire, seeing her poor girl defenseless and desperate, that kind of tugged at my heartstrings a little bit. But aside from that, I didn't quite get attached to anybody in this show yet. I kind of didn't understand why the young lead ran away the way she did. I mean, I understand that her and her mother had an argument, but it kind of felt like an unreasonable escalation for her to, I mean, I just didn't feel like the story itself justified that move. It felt a little, just didn't feel like it made sense, or that it was very organic. You know what I mean? Aside from that though, very well done. I'm enjoying it so far. I think this will be a good watch. It only has maybe like 4 or 5 episodes on Netflix at the moment. Maybe there'll be more, maybe this is just a miniseries, but I think I'm going to continue it, and hopefully you all continue it with me and enjoy. Speaking of, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, share, subscribe, and comment, if you will. To all my fellow fools and dreamers, Johnny.